Okay, setiap kali cakap baik kau ni tu tak payah guna benda ni.
Okay, so now we are on our first episode of Ahmad's Brother Podcast.
Tak Ahmad.
Sebab
Ahmad Brothers lah.
Ahmad, bukan Ahmad's Brothers.
Abang
Ahmad.
kepada Ahmad.
Oh, bukan tambah S kat Ahmad tu jadi plural.
Kau pluralkan brothers tu sebab yang ramainya brothers.
Okay, so we are on our first episode on Ahmad Brothers. Aku rasa kita kena
Grammar kau tunggal langgar. Saya biar aku
bukan. Aku rasa kita kena ada satu ayat C yang
apa sih?
Ahmad Brothers dah AB. So kita kena cari huruf C.
Brothers chat.
Ahmad Brothers Chat. So we are on our first episode Ahmad Brothers Chat. So we are here with the fifth and
Ahmad
fourth.
Brothers chat dialogue. Tak apa. Kau tak.
This is a good idea. So we are with the fourth and the fifth Ahmad. So my name is Ahmad Mustaqim, and
I'm Ahmad Murshid. By the way, are we going to talk in English for our main language?
we can I think based on our what our comfort language lah, our how comfort style lah. Okay, you can also mix, but you don't like people to mix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So,
Tak,
so but it's up to us lah. Okay, so okay, you are the moderator or I'm the moderator? Okay, for the first episode I'll be the moderator. So I will decide what are we going to talk about. So okay, because you are going to resign in your company Simon Co. It's not so far from now, not so long from now. I think it's you already give your 2-month notice, right? So it will be at when is your 2-month notice started?
So I I sent my resignation letter on 24th of December, which is right now today is 28th December, which is 4 days ago. And if there's no obstacle, I'll be resigning on 13th of February after this after subtracting my annual leave. Subtracting? Is that a word? I don't know.
So basically, because the 2 months notice it should start, well, like if you give the resignation letter on 24th December, right? So it should be 24th January lah. February 2 months, but because you subtract you already subtract your minus the annual leave, so you can resign like 10 days early, and then you still get paid lah until the 24th, is it?
Yes. Okay. Well, technically, it's my annual leave. I have 8 days of annual leaves. So yeah, minus the 8 days of annual leaves. But I think there's probably I'm probably not gonna subtracting all 8 annual leaves, because maybe I will use one of my annual leaves early because of Pulau Pangko. But we'll see lah. We'll see how that goes, because I still have my OT, which is also a topic that we will discuss. Which I think my OT can be turned into annual leaves. So technically that's not annual leaves lah. So do not get it twisted. Okay, Simon Call? That is my hard work. It's not annual leaves. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so we already clear with your resignation process and all, right? So first question I want to ask you is like, why are you, what makes you want to resign from your current company, which is a Simon Co? Is it because of the there is no career growth there. You can see there is no like career growth, or the growth opportunity there. Or is it because the environment there is quite toxic, or the workload is, you're overstressed with the workload and all. Can you please clarify?
Okay, honestly, there are so many reasons lah for me to leave, but I would say it's not toxic environment lah, definitely. I think the people that I work with are one of the kindest people. Even my boss, like, honestly, like Simon, Simon Core himself, I don't think he is toxic at all. I think he's quite understanding. Yes, he did like kind of force us to do overtime, but that's a given. Like, you are in audit field, you have to work overtime. That's just how it.
But I think it's kind of exploit, because I think he want to scam the employee about the overtime and all. Because when I hear, right, when you're saying like you will be paid like by the end of the year, but now end of the year already, and then you still didn't get paid. Then you can transform it to the annual leave and all, etc. Right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean that's a whole nother issue, and we'll probably get into it in episode 4, episode 5, maybe, I don't know. But long story short, if when I'm talking about like toxic, I'm talking about like the behavior, and to me he doesn't really seem toxic, like, because I've heard a lot of stories about toxic boss in workspace, and he is far from toxic lah. He has his flaws, obviously, like, but at the end of the day, we all hate our bosses. Like, that's normal lah. That's a given. But I don't think there's one person that I can call toxic in the workforce in Simon Call. So the reason is definitely not about the people lah. I love the people. Kak Aziza, one of the best people I know. She helps me so much. I think without her, I think I'll probably be lost long time ago. My friend also, the one that I went lunch every single day with, Mustafa. Shout out to Mustafa. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, Simon Core has like those multiracial employees. We have Chinese, we have Indians, we have Malays, obviously, and I think that's kind of beautiful. How we all came from different races, but we all can work together, and we all respect each other, basically. And yeah, so it's definitely not the people lah. I would say one of the reasons is definitely for career growth, because Semicor is a small firm, so I don't think I want to work for a small firm. There's nothing wrong with small firm, but for my career growth, there's basically none. And yeah, I just want to have better opportunity for myself and for my future.
Okay, so when you're talking about career growth, growth opportunity, right? You are mentioning like you don't want to, go work at a small firm anymore, after you resign from the small firm. Is like, logically speaking, you are resigning because of your main reason is the career growth opportunity, right? So are you planning? So my next question is, are you planning to straight away go to the another work life, or I would say audit or accounting, or whatever you do, or you are going to pursue your study, or you get a better qualification, like a professional certification, because you are on the accounting field, right? So you actually can go, instead of just focus on audit, you can go also on the tax, and all the finance department. So my question is, you are so how are you going to add the credibility on your resume or your CV, to go penetrate the medium, or I would say the big four market lah? Or do you like don't want to work at the accounting firm? Is it?
I think that's kind of an overloaded question. I really don't have any. Okay, and this might sound very non-prepared, I guess, but I don't have a set in stone battery saver is on. You have to plug. Okay, is it? Okay. Anyway, um, so basically, I don't have any set in stone plan yet. And I say like I want to get out of audit, but like honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Like I could go into audit. There's obviously audit has a lot of different fields also, right? Like internal audit, there's external audit, there's audit risk. Is it forensic audit? Yeah, okay. Honestly, I'm not very well versed in those areas lah, but I could still go into audit honestly if the pay is a lot better, and if I get into a bigger firm, I honestly would go. So it's not really because of audit. Obviously, I'm tired of audit, but like at the same time, it's one things that I know. I've been doing audit for 1.5 years, including my intern time, and I've been learning about audit since like the first like what 19. When I was 19, I'm 24 now, turning 25 in a month. So yeah, um, yeah, that's kind of like crazy to think. But yeah, um, I don't have any plan yet. Would I go into other fields? Yes, I think I would. I want to explore maybe risk management, um, or M&A. Yeah, finance lah, finance. But I think those are the areas that I'll definitely go. I definitely wouldn't like stray away from what I learned lah. It's either finance or audit or banking. Maybe probably not banking lah, but who knows, right? I just hate banking system. I feel like I'll be miserable. But I think at the end of the day, I want work that have, and this might sound silly because I said I might go into audit, but I want work that have like the work life balance. Um, and I know it's not possible to achieve that with audit. So if I don't have the work life balance, at least I have to get paid very well lah. Basically, yeah.
Compensation lah.
Yeah, and also the benefits. The benefits I need to have work from home at least once a week, or no medical insurance or something. I don't know. Because like Simon Core, I get it. It's a small firm, so there's not no much benefit. So I think that's one of the reasons juga lah why I resign. It's just no benefits at all. Not at all lah, but you get what I mean.
So that's a clear explanation from you, like where you're heading next and what you're going to do, what is your next plan, right? So since you're already talking about finance, M&A, and all the stuff, banking and all the stuff, right? So do you have an idea on how like the finance guy work? Because people always say like if you are working in audit field, if you are an auditor, you are not probably not, especially when you are in a big four, right? You are not probably going to have a work life balance, and then because if you compare the salary, right? Let's say we are talking about like a normal sales executive, sales executive employee, right? And at the like I would say insurance company, okay. So we compare the remuneration, like we compare the salary per hour, like they work how many hour they work per week, and then how many that they got paid. It's like the sales executive salary is like slightly higher from the audit, because the audit work, because especially during their peak hour, right? Some of them work like they got to work into at 8 or 9, and then they went back to home. They go back around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So it's you know it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But even though we know like that in audit peak season, right, in the big four, but I once I listened to this podcast with I think if you know Mr. Money TV, he's a quite a good podcaster lah in YouTube. So he once interviewed one of his friend who is ex investment banker, who used to be investment banker, and then he story lah, like how many hour that he work per week and blah 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 and all. It's like I think when the peak season for the investment banker, right, he can say like I cannot clearly remember how many hours he say per week, but when I calculate it, it's equal to like average in per day he work like 19 to 20 hours, man. That's very crazy, I told you.
I don't think that's correct. Honestly, I don't think that's correct. That's impossible.
Yeah, you think that is impossible, but during their peak hour, man, it's just okay. But man, you only have like 4 hours off.
Okay, sorry. But that's you said like average 19 to 20 hours every single day ke? For 1 year.
No, for the
For only peak season lah. Okay.
But the payment at the investment banking world is actually pretty good. The way he say like the biggest bonus that he achieved is a 2 years bonus.
Which is how many?
2 years bonus. Imagine 2 years. Imagine your salary is 10,000 per month. 2 years. How many? 240,000 you get just from a bonus, man. Yes. But it's damn hard for you to penetrate the
Sorry, why is penetrate? I keep on
penetrate. You don't know penetrate. Penetrate the market. Penetrate.
like tembus.
Yeah. Penetrate the market. It's like I commonly use that word in my exam lah. You want to penetrate this market. You want to. It's like you are selling a product and then you want to penetrate at this market, or you are an accountant but you want to penetrate the finance market, the finance job. So it's already 18 minutes. So what else are we going to talk about?
I do want to mention that I feel like your English is getting a lot better. Cause maybe is it Sunway? Is it Sunway? Cause the last time I remember, I don't think your English is, no offense, but this is, huge improvement. I think you can talk, like typical Malaysian or like typical Sunway student. Sounds very typical Sunway lah, I think.
I think because of before this, I didn't used to speaking with you because of we are using a Malay language since you know me since I was like one day. I'm not knowing you since you are one day because you are my brother, but but I think my English is okay lah, but because okay lah, I would say like because this semester and last semester, when I starting doing my professional paper, I started to communicate and social more with my foreigner friend because I'm not obviously you guys know I'm not from Yayasan Penraju. I didn't get a scholarship. Okay, just for the context, Yayasan Penraju is a scholarship that be given to the Bumi Putra, especially Malay lah, to further study in the accountancy, the professional accountancy, because their goals is like they want to have like create like I think it's a 30,000 like chartered accountant, Bumi Putra chartered accountant. So basically, they are sending like a lot of Malay students, Bumi students to Sunway to pursuing the ACCA or even ICAW. They also sponsor like whatever course that give a chartered accountant title lah. So but during my F level, I social a lot with my Yayasan Penaju friends, and then because some of them is I started my ACCA quite late actually. So I my friends who is like the same age with me, who's from the Peneraju side, they already like most of them finish all the papers already, or some of them like finish their contract and then they don't have money to like continue the studies, so they go work first. So where by the time I finish my F level paper, they are all like either they are finished or they already quit. I not quit lah, I would say like they take a break from study and then they go to work. So I didn't have like a lot of friends. So a lot of my classmate is my junior. I'm not saying like I don't want to socialize with junior. I feel like seniority and all, no. But I think like the vibe is not there. There is no like matching in our vibe because, man, that 20. I think like even though when I was at my 21 years old, even though now I only 23, but it's like that feeling when you are with your batchmate and then you have all this kind of energy, like you've been so energetic, you want to go out every day, you want to lepak every single time together, everything you must do, everything every day is you must be you must do it together, you understand what I mean?
No, because I don't have friends at uni.
During your uni time, you give a little flashback on your uni time, especially during your 2021. How does it feel like you have that kind of the darah panas, the young blood, is boiling on your body. It's like can you flash back a little bit during your uni time? How's your friends like?
I mean, okay, first of all, I'm only 24. This is like, I think you are like overreacting a bit, maybe. Like, you're still very much young, lah. We are still very much young. Because when you talk about like young blood, like 21, you're only 23. What the fuck are you talking about? The young blood is still in us,
No.
Yes, yes. But I think what you meant was it's not the young blood. I guess it's more like a maturity level, maybe. Is it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Saxady will be damn triggered if he hear you like maturity, because age, it's like your statement there is like mentioning like if you are at certain age, your maturity level is this.
Okay.
Is it?
But fuck Saturday anyway. No. I'm not saying maturity.
You're saying
No, no, no. No, the thing is, it does have okay, obviously age doesn't define maturity, but with that being said, it's it's a saying that the older you become, the wiser you'll be. And I'm not saying that all older people are wiser, but that's just how orang kata apa, how the nature works lah, like semakin tinggi pokok, semakin lebat dia punya daun, macam tu lah. It's just a nature of how things should be, but I'm not saying that age defines maturity. It's just resmi padi, resmi pokok, resmi nature. So yeah. Anyway, about my 2021s, I guess it was COVID, so I honestly don't really have a lot. 2020, the COVID hit, so I was 20 in 2020. So yeah, like 20, I spent most almost all of my 20 in house lah. PKP, MCO, and 21. Honestly, I can't really recall much. But yeah, and not all bad. Obviously, I will shout out some of my friends here. I think one of the people that I want to shout out is um. By the way, if you see Mustakim get out of the frame, it's because the battery is low, so we need to charge. Sampai ke? Kau sini udah? Huh? Oh, so? Sekejap eh.
Okay. Sorry for the incline. Okay, where we? Oh, you.
Yeah. So shout out to Mio Muhammad Shamil. I think without Mio, I think I'll probably be a lot miserable. There are things that I don't really like about Mio. No offense, but I think he's one of the reasons also why I can get through my degree years. Also, shout out to Farah Jasmina, Nurnisha Shakira, and Dina Zulaikhala. And we're gonna end it at that. Okay.
Oh, so you do have like friends back then or during your university day, but I understand because you're saying that your uni life is most of the time you're spending it at your home because of the COVID things, right? You have an online class. Okay, we were talking about online class. Like, do you think as an accounting student, accounting and finance, are you an accounting and finance or are you just accounting student?
I took degree in accounting.
It's not accounting and finance lah.
No.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. So as a accounting student, it's like you are saying like most of your time. I think it is until like semester 4, semester.
Starting of semester 2 until semester 6, I would say. No, semester 6. Yes, I think semester 6. Yeah.
So you only spend like 2 semester on your 7 and 8.
Technically one because semester 8 is intern. So.
Okay. So only one semester.
Also semester 1 lah. Semester 1 is fully.
Oh, so as an like online student, right? You are saying, I would say like, okay, how efficient or, because accounting subject is a subject that if you are doing the final exam or assignment, assessment, quiz and all right online, you can probably cheat, bro, because nowadays the AI, the Chat GPT and all the stuff, even though the Google have their own AI, right? So because I think the now technology and now AI is damn, I would say it's very good lah. For an accounting student to cheat, it is very easy. So do you think, okay, first of all I want to know what pointer you got, because I'm as an SCC student, I always have like a little bit of a skepticism of a degree student accounting, because I can say like, what are the accounting degree of accounting degree student do? It's like, because why I have this kind of skepticism, because of you. Because of you. And then because a lot of I asking you like about audit or finance management, even though during your last semester at tax you asked me to do your assignment, and how can you didn't know all this stuff, but you score, I would say it's not bad, but I think it's above 3.5, right? Oh, it's below than that. Oh, 3.5 is already dean. No. Okay, but okay lah. 3.4 is also is not bad lah. Is that is decent lah. It's not. I would say it's not above. You know, it's not like cukup makan. Like it's far from fail, right? 3.4 is far from fail, right? Okay. So I want to know that, and then after I see you, I observe your accounting knowledge and all, right. So when I have like this kind of skepticism of and on accounting student, and then accounting degree student, and then after that, whoever accounting degree student I met, I will ask like I will not say like it is a killer question, but it's kind of a tricky question, or is some of it is a technical question lah, about like audit tax, and then they cannot answer it. I think because of the syllabus we learn, probably like they give like a little effect of that. But I okay lah. My I think my conclusion is my skepticism and degree accounting student is not shit lah. It's not matching the accounting student standard lah. Period.
First of all, I think you need to reflect on yourself. But I get it. Honestly, I get it because I cannot really recall much from my degree years. But me is not a good reflection of degree student of accounting lah. Because again, like I said, because okay, so like the first semester I got 3.7 something. I got Dean list lah basically, and I'm like one of the top students in my batch. Sorry.
But at that time, do you really know what you are learning, or you just excel on the quiz, assignment, assessments? Like how many of the carry mark you get from your semester one? Because you told me like you got the dean list, right? So if you got the dean list, logically speaking, you are good enough on the knowledge and the also all are the theory and the technical knowledge and all.
Okay, so basically, I have okay for my first semester, we haven't got into accounting yet. We got into accounting actually, but we didn't get into financial accounting yet. We on I cannot really remember what are the subjects. I think one of them are economy, managerial accounting, if I'm not mistaken. For my first semester, management or something, mathematics. Because like obviously, for degree in accounting, we didn't only learn accounting only. Also like because I'm from University Science Islam Malaysia, so we also learn a lot of like religious subject, so like fiqh or something like that. And so it's quite it's not comparable like, if you want to compare, because you only learn about what is in the syllabus for ACCA, right? Which is very hyper focused on accounting itself. Because I have a lot of other subjects also. But for my first semester, I did remember that I don't really excel that much on quiz. I did okay lah. I think I did decent, but I'm not the best scorer lah. I think I did excel a lot on my final. I think my final carry my marks until I can get the list lah. But that was only my first semester lah. And then from that, it went downhill lah. It went downhill. I honestly blame COVID for that. I blame online learning. I'm not very good. I don't have much discipline for that. And I don't have anything else or like anyone else to blame but myself. But at the same time, it's just, it's not working for me. I don't think. But the thing is, I think maybe why it doesn't work for me is because it's also the first time that we've heard of this idea of online learning, right? So like, before this, we don't really consider learning to be through online. So I'm like macam wet labs lah, basically, you know. I think there's a lot of improvement that can be done to online learning, and I don't oppose to online learning at all. But I think because I'm like one of the first batches that has to do online learning, so I think there's a lot of flaws in that, and I also not really in the good headspace at the time. So yeah. Also, to answer your skepticism on accounting degree student, I think, I mean, like, you cannot really compare because again, like, degree in accounting, they also learn a lot of other different subjects lah. So it's not really comparable. Like, it's not apple to apple. But yeah, I mean, you can say that maybe SSA student knows a lot more, maybe. But at the end of the day, do you think you know more than me right now?
I think no lah. I think theoretically, I would say if we are talking about the theory on accounting, it's like it's not just focus on audit. So because accounting, you know, you have finance, you have audit, tax, and all, right. I think when we are comparing the theory or the if we want to talk about the practicality of accounting, especially in audit, because you're in the field for almost 1.5 year, right? So like you say, it's not an apple to apple comparison. So I would say like you know more lah. But if we are talking about like a general knowledge of accounting, I still think that now I am better than you.
Uh, is entertainment taxable?
I think you also don't know. Okay, your question need to be specific. Okay.
Entertainment to customers.
Entertainment to customers. So we are compute the tax in like this is tax computation for the company. So it is it's it yeah it's a taxable, but it is a allowable, you know, deduction. It is the what are the term? It's a deductible allowance, deductible expenses that you can deduct. If you are entertain your customer, you can deduct the amount how much you entertain. It's a tax deductible. Yeah, tax deductible.
How many?
During my time when I'm doing tax, because you know tax is always LHDN is always tax inland revenue board. Yeah, always change. But during my time, I'm doing study. I think it's capped at 6,000. 6,000. Yeah.
Uh that's not my question. Also, like, I think this thing is, I think it has been stagnant for years, but it's like what 50%, right? Is it? Am I wrong? What I did, because like I did tax computation also for, because like I have to do provision for taxation, right? So entertainment to customers is 50% allowable.
You mean like for 100,000 you spend for entertain the customer, you can deduct 50% of it?
Okay, like you said, it has its cap, but my question is how many per customer? Like basically 50% lah. And if I'm wrong, then LHDN go to Cybercore, ambush. Lah.
Okay. But okay lah. Fair enough lah. I think nowadays you are more, you know, knowledgeable in even though in accounting compared to me.
Okay, I think, okay. Honestly, I think it's because you haven't been into the field yet. So it's easy to it's so much easier to understand now that I'm working, cuz like 4 years I'm learning. I'm in degree in accounting. I didn't understand shit. Like I honestly didn't understand a lot of it, but once I start working, it's just it all come together. It all makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's fair enough because when you're saying like when I'm comparing an ACCA or any professional institution like ICAW and or MICPA, we have MICPA, CNZ, lot of professional chartered accountant body. I think if we are comparing that kind of accounting and the degree accounting in Malaysia, specifically we are saying in Malaysia lah, in our context, right? It is not a fair comparison because as you said earlier, you guys have like a different skill set other than accounting because you guys also learn mathematics, you guys also learn like economics, but economic is one of the accounting subjects, so it's okay lah. Yeah, I learned there is a paper we call it in uh FBT, foundation and foundation in business and technology. I passed that paper during my CAT time, and then the advanced level of that, I think we also learn law, but we also learn like strategic business leadership, which is the paper that I just finished just now. In not just now lah. I think for my last paper, it is a business lah, strategy business leadership, but it's more because previously it before we call it like strategy business leader, we have like a specific name for, let's say, performance management, PM, right? FR, financial reporting. Before this, ACCA used like a number like F1 to F9, and then P1 to P5. So strategy business leadership is basically is a, if you are converting the paper to the old paper to the old format, right? It is a combination of P1 and P1 and P3 is like a business paper and then a leadership paper. So now they are combining the paper together, you know. So yeah. So I think now I already, you know, have like little, not little lah. I think it's now I realize lah that we are as an accounting student, I didn't have the right to, you know, to say that SCA or blah 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 student is better because I only look at you and some of my friends, right? So because some of I actually I just been in denial because I've met like a few of an accounting degree student from a good university. I'm not saying like USIM is not a good university. I'm saying like from UUM, you know, UUM is famous with their accounting student, and then also the UIA student is also quite good because wait,
One of the best university. One of the best.
one of the best university in Malaysia. So when I met them, and then they cleared their because they also same with you, like, yeah, when they finish their degree, they huh? Siapa? No, he's from CAT ACCA. Okay. Okay, it's like the UM student, the UIA student, they are also like same with you, like when they are finished their degree and then they want to pursue they want to qualify for the chartered accountant fast track. I would say fast track because if you are waiting 3 years, like, yeah, now I'm agree with you. I endorse your statement. You say you can be chartered accountant, you don't have to go for professional qualification. At that time I didn't know, and now I know. But it is like you know, it is, you are a chartered accountant, but you only been you know what, itiraf rectify certified. Yeah, you only been certified in Malaysia locally because you're getting your chartered accountant from MIA, Malaysia Institute of Accountants. So you can get your chartered accountant there, but you cannot. I think you are not being allowed to use. Yeah, you're not being allowed. I think for, let's say you are going to work at another country overseas, right? So if they are seeing your where you got your chartered accountant from, Malaysia Institute of Accountants, like okay, it's like same one. Okay lah, I give a fair comparison. I give a like the visual comparison lah. We are talking about car, right? Okay, right now I having a S70. No, not I having lah. I mean like our family just bought the S70 car. It's a 1.5 turbo engine. Okay, let's say you have a Porsche.
You cannot compare Porsche to Proton.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Like take Honda lah. Do not take Porsche. Like that's so bizarre. Like that's so jarring.
Honda. Okay lah. Honda. We're talking about Honda. And then you have a Honda Civic 1.5 turbo also. Same engine. But you cannot say the engine of Proton 1.5 turbo and engine of Honda 1.5 turbo they have a same quality. But Honda is not that good.
Okay. But what? Okay, what's your point now? Like you want to say you are better than the rest of accounting students, like that took degree, like.
No, I'm talking about the chartered accountant with that you get it from. Okay. If you get it from if you get it from a professional body from UK, okay, and then it been recognized all over the world. Okay. I think like 182 countries you can work with your accounting chartered accountant. But compared to Malaysia Institute of Accountant, I think there is not so many country that recognize.
Okay, true. But do you think you are better than us?
If I got the chartered accountant from SA, yes.
That's a very shallow way of thinking.
I think again, as what I'm saying in the kitchen just now, you have to open your eyes, look into the big figure in the corporate world. I think most of them who's on accounting field, it's not corporate world lah. I think it's also corporate, but okay, you see your audit partner, not Simon Koh lah. I think I'm talking about the big four or medium firm. I think all the audit partner they are not getting their chartered accountant from the MIA. Then why people are going, even though they are having the degree from local university accounting, but they still pursue the CCA or not just ICW chartered accountant from overseas bodies, because they can just wait 3 years and then they can apply for MIA. Am I right?
I mean, like, okay, technically you are correct lah. I mean, technically the certification obviously values more, but I think at the end of the day, it's your what do you think about your future? Like, if you don't have any plan of I guess working overseas, then like. Okay, for example, if you took ACCA lah katakan and recognized by 182 countries and you're stuck in Malaysia, then why you took ACCA in the first place?
Okay, when I'm saying that ACCA is being recognized all over the world, 182 countries all over the world, right? It's not like I'm saying that because of I make a statement that the SCCA or ICW student they must go to the overseas because their qualification is being recognized all over the world. But the thing is, if you are holding a high positions like audit partner, if you are dreaming of becoming an audit partner even in Malaysia, people will look at your qualification. If they see like, you got a CA from the ACCA from ICW, because I think the world also already know how hard the ACC, not only ACCA lah, the professional accountant cert from the professional body, because we can see how their passing rate and all, right? So if you have your qualification from ACCA or ICW or MIPA or anything else, professional body from others, they show like you are very competent to the accounting world, to the accounting field. And I'm not saying like the MIA CA from MIA is not competent, but I think you guys don't have like the the specific exam for just you just finish your degree and then you can apply for chartered accountant from MIA when you are when you are member of MIA for 3 years, right? Am I right?
Yep, correct. I think that's how it goes. And so to rephrase what you're saying, is it if you want to dream bigger, you have to have like ACCA or like not even ACCA like, or professional certification from overseas, basically. And I think I can agree on that lah. Honestly, I can agree on that, and I'm not, I'm not denying it lah. I think, yeah. I mean, like, because for myself, I'm not dreaming to becoming an audit partner or anything that is like extravagant.
No lah, but at least if you want to hold a very strong position in a company, in MNC company or any GLC company finance department, you want to hold a strong position there. I think it is better for you to have a extra qualification. It's not it's differentiate you from other candidate. But I'm not saying like the you I'm because accountant. I mean, like, professional accountant is not the only certification you can get. You can also be specialized in finance. Like, for example, you are taking a CFA because you are just when we are starting our podcast, you saying that you are quite interested in finance, everything, right? So you can take CFA, which is a chartered financial analyst, or you also talk about risk management, right? There is a if you know, like, there is a professional certificate for financial risk management. The passing rate is also like damn low. Is probably around 20-30% all over the world. So it's differentiate you, like, if you are dreaming of holding a high position in a company or in a corporate world.
Yeah, I mean, I agree lah. I mean, it's definitely an added value lah to your resume. Let's say,
It's not added value, it's a must if you want to hold a high position, I guess, in accounting.
I beg to differ, but I mean, like, okay, we can agree that it's an added value. Yes. Okay. Anyway, like for myself, I just, you know, I I don't want to go through, um, having to go to class every Saturday, just to do part time SSA. I don't think that's the life that I want right now, and it might sound ignorant, but yeah, I think at the stage of my life right now, I just want to have a happy and good work life balance. So yeah, I don't think I want to go through like, because like I've seen it with my older brother, which I won't name them. I won't name him. But he did took like part time degree and working, and I just think, and as much as he wants it, it's just very tiring. And it's not the same for in my case, like, because obviously he has a family and he commutes to work. Like, he lives in Seremban and go back and forth to KL and stuff like that. So it's not the same, but I just don't think I have the will to do that, and not everyone have to do that. And I'm probably not one of them. Yeah.
Okay lah, so I agree to respect your opinion lah on that, because you're saying like You don't want to, you want right now. You want a work life balance and all or etc. like that, right? So okay lah, I agree on you that. But if I can give an advice, I would say like it's better you suffer now than if but if you are not planning to pursue your career in accounting, in finance, in business, no, not business to general, in audit, in tax, in financial accounting, right? I think it's okay for you to not pursuing the ACCA or to not get the at least the professional certification, right? Because if you are planning in 10 years, if you are seeing yourself 10 years later, you are still in accounting world, and then if you are not taking the professional qualification, you are stuck there, and then you cannot. Okay, you did you know that you are saying that you are interested in working at Big Four, right? If you want to hold even a senior position in Big Four, you have to get a professional qualification, a professional certification. But I didn't know lah whether the chartered accountant from MIA is considered a professional qualification, because you guys are basically still a chartered accountant, right? You still have the CA on your name, but I don't know lah because I'm not in the industry. But I have one of my classmates who already have experienced 2 years in working as an audit in EY. No. He's a tax at EY. Yeah, he's done his degree in a local university, and then he's doing tax with EY Ernst and Young for probably 2 years, and then they asked him to take the professional certification. So he stopped his study and then he go for full time study just to take the professional certification, just to step up the level.
I mean, okay, honestly, yeah. I mean, that is probably correct. But I don't think I actually. Okay, because honestly, right now I don't really have a solid plan yet. Honestly, one of my dream is to open a bakery. So, yeah, I want a life that. Okay, like, and this might like stray a bit from the topic that we're talking about, but I think one of the key to happiness in life is to not regret the decision that you've made along the way. Because have you heard about burnt toast theory? Burnt toast theory. Toast, like the bread, toast maker, toast. Okay. So basically, the theory. Have you heard about it?
I didn't.
So basically, the theory is that one day you burnt your toast, and that makes you have to toast back balik you punya roti. And then the thing is, kalau you tak burn you punya toast, you akan pergi kerja awal and tiba-tiba bangunan runtuh. And disebabkan roti tu terbakar or like burnt toast, kau terselamat daripada bangunan runtuh. It's basically butterfly effects. Like everything that happened is the consequences of your action, and everything happens for a reason lah, basically. So it's just that I believe that if I want to be happy in life, I have to not regret the decision that I've made. And it's just and the thing about making decisions is, okay, so basically this is just a very general way of talking about decisions making. But let's say you have two roads, right? You have two ways, you have two decisions you have to make. So if you pick A, the good thing is you will never know the outcome of B. And if you pick B, you will never know the outcome of A. You can say, oh, kalau lah aku ni, kalau lah aku tu, but you'll never know. Maybe it will be bad for you. Maybe if I took part time, maybe I'll be too stressed. Maybe I'll kill myself. Okay, let's not talk about killing myself. But it's just I just, yeah, I think maybe not now, maybe in the future, but right now I just don't think I will lah. But it's a good advice. Like I think if you have the will to do it, if you have the privilege, if you have the money to do it, yeah, go for it.
Okay lah. Okay lah. But I didn't say that you have like right now after you finish Simon Cole blah 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 you straight away go. I say if you see yourself in the 10 years still stuck in the accounting world, I advising you to get a. I'm only saying you get, but if you see your 10 years from now you open a bakery, you know, you the blush and all that. Don't, so you don't need lah to do. I'm saying it's a very you know,
No,
yeah, it's a very what are we, what's the word it's a very situational punya decision, yeah.
I don't have a solid plan.
Okay lah, okay lah, okay. But okay lah, but if 2 years from now you still stuck in the accounting world and then you have a clear vision, I think you not I think not I'm saying like I'm giving advice, but I think you know that at that time you need to get this blah blah blah. But depends on you lah. Depends on you. At the end of the day, it's all depends on you. Okay.
So we already hit 1 hour mark for our first episode. So yeah. Do you have anything else to add?
Not much. Probably this is the first and probably the last because we are using our mother microphone, and now and I think it's quite hard for us to gather like this, you know, because you're already working and then I'm still studying. Because the podcast is also named after our not family lah, siblings name lah. The male siblings.
Not to be sexist.
Not to be sexist because Ahmad is usually the name for male lah. So probably if later we have the privilege, we have the opportunity of using this mic, probably we can invite other brothers from Ahmad, because typically it's only 5 Ahmad brothers chat, but Ahmad brothers chat can also invite AF. Yeah, it's a family. It's a family.
Okay,
Maybe it's not
maybe instead of Ahmad, it's just okay, never mind. I think Ahmad was anyway,
A
but like it's brothers.
Ahmad brothers.
Whatever.
Because it's Ahmad brothers chat and dialogue, right? ABC&D. Oh,
We have the name.
have the name ABC&D. It's quite unique because you add N before the D instead of ABCD, ABC&D. Oof. It's a quite good name actually.
Okay. With that being said, I think we have to shout out our mom's podcast. She will do podcast probably before Ramadan start, maybe. And the name she doesn't have like the podcast name yet, but her Spotify account and probably the other account, YouTube, Apple podcast account, probably will be under the name of Ummu Alpha. So don't forget to check it out.
Okay. So I think that's all from us. I also have to do house chores. I have to wash all the dishes because it's actually a lot. But okay lah. I won't brag about anything, but I help my mom prepare the dinner. It's quite a lot of work actually.
Actually, aku pun tumbuk bawang ada.
But after you tumbuk the bawang and then you go to your room and then you sleep. I supposed to have not my father. I supposed to settle the things with my father, and then my father blah 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 blah. But in the middle of the conversation with my father, I saw my mother. She's the only one who works at the kitchen. So I pause my job with my father, and then I go. I ask what can I do, and then I thought like there is not much to do, but it's actually a lot to do. And then in the middle of the tumbuk, after he tumbuk his bawang, and then he go to the room, he sleep.
Okay, to be honest, because you have been in this, like you have been cuti for like what, a week. I don't want to compare, but like I only got a weekend.
Okay lah. But I'm not talking about cita. I'm talking about the contribution to the house.
Okay. Fair enough. I would say aku tertidur, but you know,
You choose to sleep.
no, aku baring and then aku tertidur. Dia macam okay, aku basuh pinggan yang banyak-banyak tadi, and then aku dah tumbuk bawah, and then aku cakap jap ni, and then aku tertidur. It's an honest mistake. Anyway, yeah.
So we will end our podcast now. It's already one. I think by the time we end this podcast, it's on 1 minute and 1 hour and 7 minutes. But yeah, okay lah. Hopefully the mic is working. Please.
Imagine like we record for like 1 hour and we cannot hear shit. Like that would be tragic.
If like, okay lah, if we cannot hear shit, it's tragic. But if it's connected to the laptop, it's okay lah. But it's still lah. What's the function of you holding my passing the mic and alright? So I think I rather it be like, no, it you cannot hear anything instead of you can hear from laptop.
I disagree. Okay, but okay, we're gonna end it now, and we'll gotta see whether it works or not. Okay, bye bye.
Ciao.